What's up, guys? I'm Mike.
I'm Luke.
Today we are reviewing our green Starter Deck 16, the Film Uta Starter Deck. If you're watching this the day it came out, we just reviewed the Red Edward Newgate Whitebeard deck yesterday, and all the other ones are already available for members if you want to get them early by supporting the channel. If not, they'll be coming out in the coming days. But today, we are looking at the green Uta deck. We are just looking at all the cards. We're reviewing it as a holistic deck and product. And if you want to learn how to take this deck from out of the box to your top tables, you can wait for our upgrade guides we'll be having out closer to the release of this product. Luke, we're going to be rating all the new cards on a scale of 1 to 5. Explain the power scale to them.
Yeah, so our scale, it goes from 1, completely unplayable, to 5, game warping. Think of cards like Gecko Moria. Yeah.
I tried not to think about cards like Gecko Moria.
I tried not to think. I was about to say. I was trying to think cards past Gecko Moria, and I couldn't think of it because I was just thinking
Black Maria.
Black Maria. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's a good one.
Black Rebecca before Moria was close, I feel like.
Yes.
Big Mom changes how you build your decks because it exists. But like with all the other ones, this is a reprint of a previously released and good leader. The green Uta Film Leader. I actually really like this art. This is one of the ones I think really does work in this style.
Yeah.
Is a cool new option. Now you have the option of like cool original art, or you have like the default alt art leader kind of art that came with the starter deck. So nice little variant. Dawn 1, when attacking once per turn, you may reveal the top card of your deck and add up to 1 card with film to your hand, then place the rest on the bottom of your deck. Pretty much informs what you're doing. You want to build a bunch of film cards in your deck, so you are constantly drawing extra cards, generating card advantage, searching for tool pieces while getting in there with your leader. Luke, tell us a little bit your thoughts about just this leader in general as a new starter product.
Yeah, so my thoughts about this leader is I'm so glad that they chose Uta, because of the green decks, I think this actually encapsulates like the oppressive nature of green itself. Being able to cascade down a bunch of characters that have like such strong power, just really, just is the identity of green. It's just a bunch of big bodies and all of them coming at you at the same time. It's really, I think this is the perfect leader to also start off people like new players with, because it's one of the ones where it's just like you feel cool when you operate with it. You play 7-cost Luffy, you play the Brook, you play like your...
Well, spoilers, they don't know what's in this deck. We don't even know if those cards are in this deck. They might not even be in this deck. We don't know.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it is one of those like things where you can put those in. You could put this deck in the hands of a new player, and I think that a lot of people would immediately get it. So it's absolutely one of the best teaching decks, I think personally, next to Red Zoro in terms of like Dawn mechanics, etc. So I think this is a very good, very good leader style.
I've said since it came out that the green Uta deck that already is out, that released this leader, is one of the best introductory products for any new player to just pick up and play the game. The biggest problem with it was that a bunch of it was vanillas, because most of the film cards out were vanillas. However, we are rectifying that with this starter deck, which seems really fun and really is a bright future for this mono green or green centric film package that existed in the game. But even then, that deck was really good. Like, you were super happy to play all those vanillas. The competitive high-tuned version still played most of those vanillas.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see what we're doing here with this new version of Green Film Uta. All right, things are a little bit out of order because we're using the Japanese site for this. But so we'll make our way around, chat, as we get to it. It might be really weird. But first up is Backlight. And one of the cool things is that we have all the songs from the promo pack. So if you had the original Uta deck, you know from the Uta special event the stores held, if you did well at that event, you got a promo pack which had a bunch of promotional cards or other event cards that are based on the songs that didn't come with the deck, but are very good in the deck and really work towards powering it up. We've got them re-released now, so anyone can get them. Bandai was like, yeah, that kind of wasn't cool. That wasn't very well released, so we're going to make sure that it's accessible for everyone, especially because they make the deck go from being to really good, and they all have new artwork. This one's actually one that was from the deck originally called Backlight, so this is a activate main 2-cost event. If your leader is Uta, choose one of the following: rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less, or KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. gives you some really good baseline interaction to work with, and really fits into Green's resting ability, Green's targeting of resting characters, so it reinforces color identity mechanics and is just really good. And of course, is film traded.
Yeah, one of the best like removal, like honestly. Because you have like so many decks will have just a straight up like 5 or less that swings into somebody, and then you're just like, okay, cool, backlight, boom, got him.
Dude, it rests the Sabo, so you just
so
swing for game.
Good. It rests the Sabo. Yeah. Oh my god. Also, this art I actually do prefer. It's funny because I think maybe this is a symptom of having the other cards for so long, but this is sick. Like, you know, like this is like when you play with AAs for so long, and then you see the original, you're like, wow, the original is pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
But this is really sick. I'm glad to see it, especially because Bandai did mess up with these.
Yeah, they did not handle that well.
Yeah, and they even had to reprint it. So if you're a new player looking at this guide for the first time, you
don't have to deal with any of that. You're coming in at the right time.
You only get to reap, dude.
You don't have to suffer the sins of your One Piece forefathers like us. Real quick, I'm gonna take a quick peep at this deck's ratios we have here. So it looks like all the songs are 4-ofs. Everything else is 4-of except for 3 new cards, it seems. So, and not even all the new cards. So moving on, we have a new era, a 1-drop green event. Main, if your leader is Uta, look at top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with film. Other than new era, add it to your hand. After this, place the rest of the bottom of your deck. This card's actually called New Genesis in the English translation. So if you ever ran into a person playing Green Uta right now, it's called New Genesis. This art is super cool. I really like it. And of course, this is not even like in like other games like Magic. This is a blue player's dream, dude. You pay 1 to look at the top 3 to replace it and then get the 1 back, dude. That's crazy card selection.
It's really good. New Genesis is a ridiculous card, and this art goes hard, dude. Yeah, this is really cool, man. I'm super stoked. Uta is one of my favorite characters, so this is sick. I'm happy.
And this is a great event searcher for new players, because with character searchers, you get a character, and new players don't think about like, oh, what kind of value should I take off some of this resource to search my deck? It's like, okay, I get a body out of it too. This one is like, you know, you get the search, but you get it back. So you're not like creating like feels bad decisions for the new player of like, oh, maybe I should have searched, whatever, because you just get it back. So yeah. Great new player card. We have I Am the Strongest. Wait, what is this one called? I know.
I'm Invincible.
I'm Invincible. There we go. Invincible, which is a 3-drop main event. Oh my god. No, they don't have trigger. Okay, thank god. I thought I'm trigger on these guys. No trigger here. It lets you activate your leader. So what this means is that activating is just whenever you restand a leader or a character, usually at the start of your turn, so those other effects apply. So with this, you can attack with your Uta leader and then attack again with your Uta leader, setting it back as active, or set it as active to avoid any freezing effects that would stop it from untapping on the following turn. And then it also has trigger up to one of your leaders or characters gains 1,000 power during this turn. Really great. The one thing to note is that your leader ability to check the top card of your deck is only once per turn. So Invincible here doesn't actually net you an additional card, but you're basically, this card basically says draw a card when you play it because you already got one back from leader is like a good way of really looking at it. Yeah, this card is super powerful, really plays around the leader as a strong tool and a resource machine. And again, cool new art. I do think I like the original alt art better in this case.
This goes back to like the Eustace Kid starter deck where you could restand your leader, right? So yeah, this card basically functions like that without like, well, I guess the minus card is the playing the card, right?
Right.
But
but your leader already draws you a card for attacking, so it's like
yeah. But this is the card that made everybody like afraid of this leader. It's just like, oh, I have to watch out. I have to play around this card. So
yeah, this is like putting in Dofi, and all decks kind of have this like kind of card in some way, not nearly as powerful, where it's like your opponent makes a decision, and now you get to choose how you respond to the decision, and you have to choose: am I playing around another attack, or am I playing around a powerful like sequence of other card plays, or do they have both? And whichever decision I make, they're just gonna make the better one based on how I already did it. So that's what I think is really what makes this card strong, is that it makes your opponent consider a lot of lines, and they could potentially be in the worst position regardless of what they do.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the brand new Uta. This is one of our 2-ofs in the deck.
Oh, that is sick,
This
dude.
is
that is
a
cool.
really cool card. Why is she have a bunch of speed Jills with her? What are these evil speed
No,
Jills?
yeah, those are the, oh, you never watched the movie.
No, I
did
haven't
you?
watched it yet. I'm watching it soon.
Oh, yeah.
Kara's
Like,
here making her way through all the films now that she's caught up, so.
Yeah, so in the movie, she just has a lot of summons. It's like she has these musical notes that she can summon as like knights.
Yeah, but why are they cosplaying Speed Jill?
Oh, they just are knights. That's all.
Why are they
That's
cosplaying Speed Jill?
all. I don't think they're cosplaying.
Anyway, it's a 4/6 with no counter and blocker. And activate main once per turn. You may discard one card with a characteristic of film from your hand. Grant it 1 rested dawn to your leader or character. So this is the version we kind of talked about how like every one of these decks has a ability. Most of them are on play, so this one isn't, where it's just granting rested dawn and attaching them to your leaders or characters. This one at the cost of discarding, which I don't think is that bad. You're establishing a blocker, and then you're pitching one in a hand that's going to probably have some non-counter cards anyway, because you're just drawing so much to get back a Dawn to put on your leader, so your leader definitely has a Dawn on it. So, like, you go second, you play this on 4, you pitch a card, put a Dawn on your leader, so your leader swings for 6, you pitch the worst card in your hand, and you get a new card off the top of your deck. That's like...
So
then you get to repeat it on following turns.
Yep. Yeah, this blocker is ridiculous. It's a 4/6 too. That's awful.
Yeah, 3.5?
Yep.
3.5, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a new card, but
No, it is a new card.
no way.
Yeah,
What?
you're thinking of the
No.
You're thinking of the 3/4 blocker that lets you restand at the end turn
Oh my
discard.
god.
Yeah,
dude,
this is a new
wait.
card. I said it's a new card.
Oh, this is a new card. Oh
Yes,
my
I
god.
said it's a new card. You're thinking of the 3/4 that at the end of turn you have an end of turn trigger where you can discard a film to restand a character.
Wait, this card is bonkers. Yeah, this card is sick, dude. You get free, like, yeah, dude, 4.5. I don't know, like, this is a good ass card.
Really
dude.
high on this one. All right,
Dude,
all right.
I'm really high on this one because, again, like, I think I'm Uta biased, so it's fine.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm
Yeah.
here to keep you in check. We got Gordon. He's back as a 2/0 with 1k counter and blocker. And then a when your opponent attacks trigger. Very interesting. You may discard any number of cards with music from your hand, which are all these Uta film events we've been seeing, and we're seeing a bunch of them.
Okay.
For each discarded card, your leader gets 1,000. So basically, this gives you leader ace ability, but it's on a character that's still the board. But I can also block, and it's a 2-drop, so the barrier to entry is the barrier to entry is really low. Notably from the little peek we got, just to check out what the card ratios are. I believe this one's a 4. I'm going to double check real quick. Wait, I'll try this a bunch. Yeah, it's a 4.
Yeah, 4.
There's a lot of these events. They have really loaded on these events and away from the character tempo, which is fine though, because a lot of the good character tempo cards for this deck are rares and commons anyway. So they're really cheap for you to pick up. A little spoiler for the upgrade guide when we get to that. So this feels like a really cool new piece to include, especially because depending on how you perceive the format, playing more or less interactive song pieces could be better or worse, and this just gives you a way to leverage your deck building better.
Yeah. It looks sick. That's cool. It's a mini Backrat, so I'm big on it because that's.
Well, it's better than Backrat because it's not once per turn. It's just whenever your opponent attacks.
Whenever your opponent attacks. That's crazy. Oh man.
3?
I mean,
3.5. I'm on 3.
I'm on 3.5. I'm on 3.5.
I have to give it a 3 just because it has 0 power, so it has every easy way to be removed, regardless of what
100%.
it's looking for.
Yeah.
But also, I think if this had anything more than 2,000, I think it'd be a little like broken that you can make it like aggressive as well.
Yeah, I think like the fact that it's easily removed is what makes it balanced. But then your opponent has to remove it, so like that's also cool. So
yeah, just the downside though is that like if you built your deck around the number of songs that are in this out of the box, because they're all 4-ofs. All of these events are 4-ofs that we're gonna see, and there's a lot of them. Then you're sitting on a brick hand, right? So that's just my concern there.
Yeah, that's agree.
Charlotte Katakuri is here.
Oh, that's a new card.
Is he in the movie? You can spoil this for me.
Yes.
What? My boy? Yes. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Cool. He gets a 3/4 1k counter, and if your leader has film and you have 6 or more rested cards, it gets 2,000 power. So it's essentially a 2/6 the way you're going to leverage it, which is, I don't think is good in this version out of the box, because I don't think the Brook or the Luffy's in here, but the fact that you can go 7 Luffy, play 4 Brook, play a 6K as your third now. Kind of crazy. Kind of go to it with the sauce.
I'm just thinking of green, yellow, film Big Mom Pirates traded deck.
Yeah,
like I'm just
let's go.
Like,
let's go.
Like,
it's Odyssey 1.0.
You gotta put it on Yamato. So
yes. But yeah, I mean, you get to control, like, you get to control the rest of the Donk that's on yours, right? And it works on both turns. So it swings for 6, it's defended as 6. The turn you play it, you're already tapping 3 in case it matters for, like, power-based removal. Yeah, like, the only time this is not gonna be a 6 is probably when you go all in on leader because you have the restand. But then it'll also count your characters, it'll count your leader. So 6 is a pretty easy threshold, I feel like, to make this. This is just like a 3. Like, this is literally just a 3, but this is like such a great new tool for the full package.
Dude. Oh my god, the cooks will be cooking with this one.
Well, he is a Big Mom pirate, so.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm excited actually.
4 of. 4 of.
Yeah, that's a 4 of. It's a common, so that, yeah,
Yep. Next we have the brand new Shanks. You're cooking, dude. You're eating, dude. Shanks and Uta together again, your 2 favorite characters.
Oh, yes, dude. Yes.
Where's the hat? You have the hat on you right now? Where's the hat?
I don't have the hat on me right now. The hat's over there. Yeah.
Damn, you have to have the Luffy hat to put it on someone's head. You could have put it on the camera and like made the audience Luffy.
Luffy.
Yeah. It's a 9/11 curse. On play, KO 20 opponents rested characters. Does not care about any conditions aside from being rested. Doesn't care about your cost, your power. You are gonzo.
Wait, is this just better than the red version?
No, because that's be rested. So you can't counter a played
rested
card, right?
Characters. But you can just
yeah, no, it's better than you can just literally KO Kid. Yeah, dude, it's canonical. It's literally canonical. Every kid dies to every Shanks.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
actually,
of course.
Right? That's awesome.
It's just better than Dofi in some cases now too. Like it's an upgraded like boss card that's in film because it does really powerful interaction, but it's also film traded.
Dude, this is sick.
This is a 4.
This is awesome.
My other thing is that it's only a 4 because there's the best situation, right, is when you KO like a 7+, right?
Yeah.
But there's reasonably, unless you play this in a body deck, which I've definitely seen the body decks playing this card. I've seen a bunch of versions of them playing this card. But in terms of Uta and like a generic green deck, there's, outside of Straw Sword, which isn't really viable, there's not a way to rest those really large bodies. You're gonna get value out of this. Also, you can't Straw Sword in place on the same turn, so I don't even know why I said that.
Yep.
So they have to play into it.
Yeah.
But still, it's a 4. Maybe it's a 4.5. I'm gonna give it a 4. Because I feel like you're gonna give it a 5, because you're a simp.
No. I'm gonna give it like a 4.5. The thing is, I'm a simp, but like I understand. Like I get it. Like I
You told me to balance you. That's what I'm doing. All right.
Yeah. Well, like So like 4. I'm actually I'm teetering between 4 and 4.5.
Okay.
Because I think like it's inherently strong to KO somebody's like rested character, like any rested character. And by the time you're able to play this, I don't know, maybe you get ace swung on you, right? Maybe you get like 10 cost rush ace, yellow swung on you. You get anything like that. Oh. It just, I feel like it's just good. Like, I think it's just a good card.
Sick.
Yeah.
This is our other 2 of, I believe, even though it's not super. Yeah. This is a new Monkey D. Luffy. It's a new 2K counter for films. And now we have 3 2K counters, which is huge because this deck just wants to be drawing cards, wants to buffer counter power while digging for combo threats. So just having up to 12 2Ks you're digging into is great. When your Uta is rested, this character is plus 1000. So it's a 2-drop 3, becomes a 2/4 whenever your leader's rested. So if you have to play it, it's not. It's vanilla statted, which you're never gonna get a vanilla statted 2K. That just like doesn't exist in most cases. So this to me is a 4 because we're in the aggressive tempo deck that wants to multiplay characters. This is a vanilla statted 2K for all intents and purposes. So like this is actually super powerful in my opinion.
I personally am having trouble seeing it.
Okay.
I get it though. Like I think it's just like. Anytime I specifically see a 2K, I just never think of the function outside of the 2K first.
Sure.
And then like having to play.
Well, ideally, you're not gonna pay 2 for this. You're gonna multiplay it off a Brook, right? So like that's how I'm viewing it, right? You're never gonna just pay 2 for this. It's gonna be like I also have this 3rd buy to populate when I need to populate bodies in the full deck. That's purely how I'm viewing it. I'm not viewing it as a 2-4.
Right.
Hold on, Karis is calling me.
Okay.
I'm gonna put his. Karis, you're on speaker. We're recording a video. What's up? Or not? Luke isn't here. We're on Discord recording a video.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the phone on my back.
Okay. Do you have any opinions about Monkey D. Luffy from the film Red movie that you haven't seen yet?
No.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. You think you'll be home in like 40 minutes? Hour?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you when we get home.
Bye.
Love you. David says she loves me. Wow. Getting a divorce from my girlfriend. Can't believe this. Moving on. Oh, the wallet. The wallet, dude.
Rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace.
This card wasn't even good. I
just
just played it because I really liked it. Like, this card wasn't even good. This is a reprint of a 2/3 event card. 1K counter. At the end of your turn, you can put this card. You can rest this card. I don't like how the translates are worded. Activate up to one of your film traded characters other than Bartolomeo. This card's good though for a new player. There's cards that do this more efficiently. The best card based on one we talked about that Luke didn't realize wasn't the Uta we were looking at, which there's a 3/4 blocker Uta that lets you pitch a film card to restand any film character. So you can have a blocker out of it as well. The cost of one card, which you're gonna have cards aplenty, and you don't have to put the card up for attacks by resting it. So this one's fine for a new player, but we have more exciting options that are very cheap and accessible.
Yeah, I'm just mourning the fact that I'm mourning all the fallen brothers who bought a set of this card back in the day for like 40 to 50. I'm just happy it wasn't me. Yeah. I'm just happy it wasn't me. I spent all my money on Katakuris, so
That's fair. That's fair. They're holding strong enough.
and they're holding strong. Knock on wood.
This is Lullaby. It's a main activate 3 event. If your leader's Uta, up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters that cost a 4 or less will not become active during their next refresh phase and trigger activate this card's main effect. So it's a freezer in the deck. It's okay. This is definitely one of the lesser played cards that are in the cycle. And this song-centric version of the deck, maybe it's a little bit better. But I'm not too excited about it. I think I honestly just rather play the new Electrical Luna, I think it is, from OPO8, the Minx card, and just say I can't search it, and just try to rest everything regardless of cost, or freeze it. Yeah. But it's fine. It's good for a new player. Like, this is a great interaction piece for a new player.
It's okay. It's serviceable. It's whatever.
Then we have Where the Wind Goes, which is one of the better like alternative promo song cards. There's a 2-cost main event. If your leader is Uta, at the end of this turn, activate all your characters with film trait, and then trigger activate all your film trait characters. So you can swing in with your blockers, which I don't think they're in this deck, but like 7-drop Luffy, which is a really you're gonna pick that up if you're upgrading this deck. Spoiler for the upgrade guide. And lets you like attack with your blockers and then set them as active. Even your non-blockers get value because it means your opponent can't whittle away your board. They have to attack into the leader, and especially in this deck where you're getting so much card advantage, your opponent is typically gonna aim at your board whenever possible because they want to burn resources and not give you the chance to take life because you're searching for a specific tool because you already have so many cards you're gonna throw at them. So this one's great. Again, I don't like this one art-wise much as the old one.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, it's fine.
It's fine.
I like seeing her happy. It's fine.
Was it the other one? It's like the split, right? It's the red and blue half one.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's really nice though.
Yeah. This one is cool. But like, spoilers for like people who built this deck competitively. They didn't really run this card.
Yeah, there was like some that had like 1 or 2 of.
Yeah. And I think it's a cool tech piece. I think it's still like you could definitely play it. I think it's just the deck is tight, and that's why people didn't do it. But
even now with like these better pieces, it's gonna be even tighter.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard
and tight. The continuation of the world. Which one is this?
No, that's actually what it's called. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. The first one that translated.
This one's actually translated right.
This is a 2-cost counter event. If your leader is Uta, you may return any number of characters to your field of your hand. Up to one of your leaders or characters receive 2,000 power for each character return. This is weird to me because this version of the deck, I know they just want to reprint these, right? So that's why. But they made it a 4 of, and this version of the deck plays so little characters. There's so little characters printed into this that this feels actually bad for a new player because I don't feel like they're gonna ever have a good time to play. And a lot of the ones that do exist are we're gonna get to it, but the vanilla Luffy that's big, the Shanks that's big, your blockers, and so it's like, do you really want to be returning those cards for counter power? Like, those are your threats. So I don't know. This one feels like a weird include for a new deck for a new player.
I'll be honest, I think that this is really good because you were really high on that one, the 2K Luffy. So if you're playing those out early, you know, and then you're swinging with them, and then like they somehow live, and then you counter out, and then you pull this out, and then you bring back a bunch of 2Ks, or you bring back like a bunch of like blockers or whatever, just to like survive. That's
so
kind of cool.
My thing though is that I'm high on the Luffy because of what the film deck can be built into. I'm saying this is bad out of the box. Because spoiler alert, there's no multiplayer cards in this box.
Yeah, okay.
And there's
everything that I was very high on at the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 4 quantity events. So there are 21 events in this deck.
28.
21.
7
times. Oh, 28. Even worse. Yeah, you're
28.
right. It's even worse.
Your entire
You're more
deck.
than half events. That's what I'm saying. Like, this was already one of the least playable cards in any version of film, and then you put this as a 4 of in the worst built version of it for a new player, which to me is just like this is the first time reviewing these decks where I'm like, this was a really bad decision.
Yeah.
This could have been a 2 of just for the reprint, and it's fine.
Yeah. I feel like the decision was made that we needed to flood like the secondary market, or flood like players with these song event cards.
Just make it 2 of though. You can replace it with 2 characters to return to hand with it. I think the Luffy's only a 2 of in this deck. It is the Luffy 2K, which is the best thing to get back with this, is only a 2 of.
Damn, it be like that. How many times how many times do you actually think you're gonna play this card? You know?
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. There's so many reasons why this is bad. They just compound on. I'm moving on.
I mean, even in the starter, yeah.
Tot Musica is a 2-cost main event. You can put up to 1 of your Uta cards rested, and then put 2 of your opponent's Dawn into rest. Man, is this card just absolutely bad. This card's so bad.
Is this a new card? I don't actually
Is
remember.
it? No, it's not. There's no way.
I don't think.
Tot Musica, One Piece. I don't think it.
Because
I think it's.
we have the. We have the character, but we don't have.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
No. One Piece promotion cards, Tot Musica here.
Okay, we do have Tot Musica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, way better art. Way better art in this one.
Yeah, way better art.
Yeah, this card's just not playable. Like, just straight up, like, the best Dawn interaction cards aren't. They're tacked on the things that are doing things already. They're not. The whole point is to do it. The only ones that are good are ones that freeze for a whole turn cycle. And then ones that rest like huge amounts, which don't exist. I don't think there's anything to like rest all your opponent's Dawn, right? That's what you want to do.
This is an amazing bonding counter.
Yeah, by resting your leader, the one thing that needs to attack every turn to make this deck function.
No, you can put one of your Uta cards into rest.
Oh,
so
okay. So you rest one of your 2 copies of the blocker that come with this deck. Moving on. We have Monkey D. Luffy. This is also in the promo pack. It's the one non-song card, which is a great reprint. It's an A10. It feels like it's like not impressive, but it's actually really impressive for how this deck wants to high roll just large bodies and value throughout the game. Just because it's a film trade at A10, and it's a straw hat for the straw hat stuff that is in this deck, but you're definitely gonna want to pick up for this deck. So yeah.
This character art hasn't changed also from the promos. So this
is a great art. We're chilling with it. Don't worry about it. And that is it for Starter Deck Uta. Viewers, let us know in the comment section down below what you think and if you're excited to play with this deck. We have all the other ones coming out. Red is already out, but if you don't want to wait for the other 4 to come out, if you become a member and support the channel right now, you can get access to all of them, plus other content up to 2 weeks early. And until we see you on the next one, make sure to subscribe for more great One Piece content.
Thank you.